Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, we are in Leviticus right now talking about the festivals, and we have talked about 5. We need to talk about 2 more. There were 7 festivals ordained by God, and this was to help the people. Really, the big part was to help people remember different aspects of God, but then also the things they've been through. Okay. The first festivals took place toward the beginning of the year. These last 3 festivals take place in the 7th month, kind of one right after the other. And that's the way the first ones were too. We had talked about yesterday the Festival of Trumpets. Right soon after that is the Day of Atonement. And that's what we're talking about today. And this is taken today from Leviticus 23, verses 26 to 32. And this festival here it's not a festival like a big party. This is more a somber festival for you, a time for you to reflect on all that God has done for you. Okay, so and this atoning for your sins really is the thing. We are born sinners. Okay, so if you don't believe that you're born a sinner, then we've got a lot of problems to start off with. But everyone knew they were born a sinner because they came from Adam and Eve. And we're born with that sinful nature, and it's only God that can forgive that sin. So it plays out here in this festival here today. And this is taken from Leviticus chapter 23, and I'm going to be reading verses 26 to 32. Okay? So it says this: The Lord said to Moses, the 10th day of the 7th month is the Day of Atonement. Okay, so the 10th day of the 7th month, this is like the festival just before this was in the 7th month, the beginning. So just a few days after this, after the Day of Trumpets, then you have this Day of Atonement. Okay, hold a sacred assembly and deny yourselves and present a food offering to the Lord. Okay, so you're to deny yourself. It's not a feast of all you can eat buffet stuff. It's deny yourself and present a food offering to the Lord. So again, we're doing sacrifices here. Verse 28, do not do any work on that day, because it is the Day of Atonement, when the atonement is made for you before the Lord your God. Those who do not deny themselves on that day must be cut off from the people. I will destroy from among their people anyone who does any work on that day. You shall do no work at all. This is to be a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. Wherever you live, it is a day of Sabbath rest for you, and you must deny yourself. From the evening of the 9th day of the month until the following evening, you are to observe the Sabbath. Okay? So this is it's a festival, but really it's a holiday to reflect, and you were to deny yourself. You weren't to be having a big party and have everybody over to celebrate. This was a day for you to reflect on what God has done for you by atoning for your sins, and you were to do no work. And God was so serious about it that He said, if you do any work, you're to be cut off from the people. And He said, in fact, I'll destroy anyone that wants to work. Okay, so it was kind of a forced day off, but it wasn't just a day to just lay in bed and sleep all day, but it was a time for you to reflect. It's good for us to take time to reflect on the things that God has done for us. Okay, and a lot of times we do this in communion. Communion isn't a lot of times it's a more somber time, but it's a time for us to reflect as we take the bread and the grape juice or wine. It's a time to reflect on everything God has done for us, Jesus did for us. And so we kind of have that festival built into the Christianity today. We don't celebrate the Day of Atonement, but we celebrate communion. And this is our way. It's a somber way of reflecting on that and remembering what Jesus did for us. So anyway, that's the Day of Atonement. I welcome you to join us tomorrow as we conclude the festivals, as we talk about the Festival of Tabernacles tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Leviticus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then. Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking